or seeing moving people, very little, is it not? Very little people interact, is it not? They have inhibition. They don't, they don't show even any familiarity towards each other. They are all strangers, is it not? It is just like a lot of fishes in the water, no? You get my point. Excessive sympathy, nurturance, being rude and arrogant. Sometimes we are rude and arrogant. Later we feel, oh, we should have been, little courteous, But it comes out, because fresh, then not feeling fresh after good night's sleep. Being moody, being pessimistic, feeling hostility, grudge towards others, being jealous, belittling others, gossiping, daydreaming. What is daydreaming? Fantasy or daydreaming. When you attend a class, your body is there, but your mind is elsewhere. That is you, what you call in Malayalam, Manorajyam. Okay. Often, daydreaming, lacking in initiative, lethargic, showing inertia, then complaining imaginary health problems. It is called hypochondriasis. Oh, I have this feeling, I have that feeling, hypochondriasis. Worrying. Being suspicious of others, feeling helpless, feeling life events is out of control, disturbing thoughts running through the mind. Swinging of moods from being cheerful to morose without apparent reason. Intolerance of agreement. You see, we are intolerant of disagreement. If somebody says, we don't even listen. We are intolerant of the disagreements. You see, it is only openness of mind that helps. That is how, it is healthy, but we are intolerant. We shut off, and we take the position that whatever we said is correct. Defensive. We are defensive. This is all because of tension, and this is all not healthy for the individual, and also for any knowledge, for knowledge to come, you should be open, you should be listening, you should be attentive. Okay, and you should give criticism positively without offending the person. Similarly, you should accept any disagreement. You should detach yourself and should have a problem-solving attitude. But here, what happens if you hold a meeting, if you discuss something, what happens? You see, people are at loggerheads. They pull in different directions. You get, this is the kind of behavior we find. Okay, rather than even when it is okay. So another thing is showing cold relationships. Generally, I think even animals behave with a sense of, more with a warmth. But among human beings, you find very, very shallow, cold relationships. Am I right? Relationships characterized by, what do we mean by cold relationship? Indifference, lack of concern for others. We are not bothered. If we go to suppose you use a very clean, nice toilet, somebody goes, the next man is not concerned with the next man. You see, next man cannot go. We are not concerned about each other. Okay, condescending attitude, lack of personal touch and warmth. Now, blind conformity to religion, other practices. See, we are highly religious. We are highly religious. We visit the temple morning and evening. You see, but it all stands only to confine to rituals. We don't not anything more. It's only simple practice, blind practice. See, we may go to the temple. It so happens that suppose you have bought a good chapel, and you keep it outside the temple. And these days, temple, there is some place where you can keep your shoes or chapel, or pay some money, or even free also, like that, no. But if that is not there, suppose you have gone around the shop, you bought a shoe which no one else is having, at least You go to the temple. Your mind will be in the shoes. Right? If you have kept the shoes outside, your mind will be in the shoes, not in the deity. Right? Right? Often. Or you go to the temple and gossip. That is the place where you meet people and gossip. You get me? In other words, you go there, you take coconut, you take flower, you take everything. But it's all ritual. It has no meaning, no purpose. Okay? Now, fear of change. Okay, fear of change. Status quo. No eye for improvement. What is the sign of progress of a country? Eye for improvement. You see, for instance, in US, you see, they encourage people who have an eye for improvement. Here, you take for instance Nobel laureates. How many Nobel laureates are from India? How many are there? Except C.V. Raman? Or Rabindranath Tagore? Isn't it? Ramakrishna, you may be thinking of Venkatraman Ramakrishnan. But he got it from Cambridge. He was working in Cambridge. Right? Isn't it? All are Europeans, all are Westerners. Absolutely hardly no Asian, let alone no Indian. Okay? You get my point. Blind confidence. The reason is how many research institutions we have, CSIR, how many we have, and in some areas we have made some this thing, but how many? If you say any invention, you are getting crores worth of instruments. Who invented that? Who made it? You can't mention many Indians. Okay. The reason is that we lack that kind of a culture which is conducive for creativity. Okay. So these are, so if you look at it, you find a very bleak picture. That is, one is, of course, he will not have control over money, on spending money. He will be extravagant. He will have a poor self-image, and his life will be highly disorganized. You see, disorganized. Of course, and he will feel that he is busy. He will be a person thinks that he has no time, he is very busy. He will be very hyperactive, but doing nothing, not substantial things. Okay, these are the. Now, at the family level also, you find its effect like family discord. You find it, in some report you said that to the IT is that something very. Husband and wife, homicide or suicide, or you find in the papers, you see. And so at the family level, discord between parents and children, lack of discipline, all this can happen in the family side. And, at the enterprise level, again, this, lack of cooperation, interpersonal rivalry, that is rivalry between departments, all this can happen. And symptoms on, let me say, on students. I think the stress on students vary depending upon the age. You see, young children, they